Today I am doing a demonstration video on the Vollrath mixer. This is a 7-quart countertop mixer, and I'm going to show all the parts of it. We have the mixer stand itself and the main base. This is the 7-quart mixing bowl that it comes with, and then you get 3 attachments. We have a paddle, and we have a bread hook, and then we have a whisk. And the electrical components for this model are over here on the side, and we have our on-off switch, and then we have a timer so we can set how long it will mix, and then we have our speed up and down, and then it will light up and show us what our speeds are with the lights and the numbers. And then we also have a handle over here, and that operates the mixing bowl going up and down as we pull on that. Like I always have. Okay, so this is our operator's manual for this machine, and I'm referring to this as I go along. This has all of our instructions, so if you ever forget anything, please refer back to your manual, and that will remind you of the steps and how to use it correctly. So before we use our machine, we're going to make sure that it's cleaned and it's wiped down and sanitized, because we don't want to cross-contaminate anything as we cook. And so we're going to make sure that it's all been wiped down. This is our sanitizing agent that we have, and I've already done most of this beforehand, but I'm just showing you that it all needs to be done as we go. So after that's been sanitized correctly, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to decide which one of our implements we need to use. So for using our paddle, that means we're mixing something a little heavier, cookie doughs and that kind of stuff. The hook is used mostly for bread doughs, and then our whisks are for something that's really liquidy and more thin. So we're going to pick which one we're going to use. In this case, I'm going to pick the paddle, and I'm going to stick it inside of the bowl, and then I'm going to attach the bowl. So to attach the bowl, there's a little knob and a hole back here that I'm going to stick in, and then we make sure that we have these hooked into our sides, and then we know that our bowl is on there steady and it's not going to move around and twist while we're working. So then we take our paddle, and we have this, and we need to line it up with our knob in here, and so we put that up, and then we're going to twist it over, and it will go down, and that's where it locks. And once that's done, it's going to stay where it needs to and won't move while we're mixing. So then we put our ingredients into the bowl, and after we've done that, we're going to lift our bowl up and lock it into position so that it will mix all the way down to the bottom of the bowl. And then the next important step is to remember that we have to close the safety cover here, or it won't work. It won't turn on, and it won't let us mix anything. So now that we have that on, we can turn on our mixer, and we have our speeds here. So we have speed 1 is used for a slow mixing, a mashing, or kneading yeast dough. And then we have speed 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we also have a timer, so we can run this and let it mix for anywhere from up to 1 minute up to 30 minutes is the maximum that we can set our timer for. With our speeds also, we can use speed 2 is good for mixing cookie and cake batters, and our speed 3 is used for beating and creaming and medium fast whipping, and speed 4 we can use for whipping heavy cream and egg whites, and then our speed 5 is for whipping small amounts of heavy cream and egg whites to really get them nice and fluffy. So we see that when we open up that, our machine is turned off again. So we see that safety measure is built into it, and we can't run it without it closed. So then when we're done mixing, we put our bowl back down. We're going to unhook our paddle and set it in there, and then we lift up and pull out our bowl. And then it's the same for any of our implements that we use. When we get done with it, our bowl and all of our implements here can be washed by hand with soap and water. And then we want to make sure that we wipe down. We can use soap and water with a rag and wipe this down, but then we want to make sure that we use that sanitizing agent again to clean and sanitize the entire thing and just make sure it's all ready to use for the next person that comes in to use it.